Good afternoon, everyone. How are y'all? Hey, guys. Hey, Robinzo. Look at you in your blue ranch. Hey, Lorianne. Hey, Mo. Hey, Tattoos. Hey, SM. Hey, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. Everyone, please be nice today in chat, please. I know this is the best. I know it is, but if someone else comes in, I'm just asking them, please be nice in chat, please. Robinzo, you're going to do amazing as a mod. I thank you for taking this task on. We needed another mod, and I'm grateful to you for at least giving this a chance. And remember, just one little 1 minute at a time, Robinzo. You're going to do just fine. Tattoos, thank you for being here. I know you just left Natasha's. Hey, Tia, how are you? Thank you all so much. Guys, if y'all hear my TV in the background, please ignore that. And please bear with me just for a moment while I get my heating pad turned back on. Okay, guys? I thought I had it situated and I don't. Um, I had originally planned just to go live to let everyone know that well, my urine culture from Tuesday has not come back yet. I'm still waiting on the doctor's office to call me. But then while we were in Natasha's live, while we were listening to her, I saw that they were doing the verdict, and I text Mo because Mo's mom has also been following this case. And when they said not guilty, I told Mo, and then I went into our mod chat and I said, let's go live. Let's go live. Let me schedule it. Let's go live and talk about this. So being as being as calm and respectful as you possibly can. How does everyone feel about this verdict? Yes, when he collapsed afterwards, guys, I feel exactly tattoo. Exactly. That's the exact way I feel. I feel for the families. I feel for the families, for the ones who were lost, but I'm also proud that Kyle got off her. He was protecting his own life. Yes, starting with the news stations first, tattoos. Then he needs to go to President Joe Biden, who called him a white supremacist. Hey, Tanil, SM, I can understand that and I respect that from you. I do. Hey, Annie B. Hey, small town Jewel. So small town Jewel. Yes, Biden is going to get sued for this, guys. Y'all can just write it down. Biden is going to get sued. There are already attorneys wanting to represent Kyle to sue the President of the United States for his statements. President Biden is going to be sued. Just mark it down. It's going to happen. And I hope he does. I hope he does. Um, Enough of this mess. Your words have consequences. And that's what a lot of what Natasha's trying to prove to people. Your words have consequences. And if you claim something, you need to have. Oh yeah, tattoos. They're already. I've been watching this every day, and yeah, Biden's probably going to now say he's incompetent, which means that we can get him out of office. Lots of the media needs to be sued. Yes, ma'am, Annie B. Yes, ma'am. They sure do. Lots of the media needs to be sued. Um, Hey, Shelma, how are you? And I hope I say your name correctly. I am so afraid every time I say it that I'm saying it wrong. So please forgive me if I mispronounced your name. Yes, lots of people are going to be sued for defamation on this young man. That prosecutor, guys, stood up in that courtroom and said, if you are getting hit, that you should just stand there and take what is ever being done to you, even if you have a gun within reach of you to stop it. Yes, Tennille, I am too. And I mean, I don't own a gun. We have talked about purchasing me one because I am home alone a lot. But if I had access to a gun and someone was assaulting me, I would hate to say it, but I would take action. I would negate the threat. Hey Renee, how are you, girl? Um, this is absolutely amazing day, guys. And I know there are people on the other side that feel differently. But this is an amazing day. This is justice being served. This is, to me, this shows that everything that went on last summer should have been stopped by the governors who refused to let the National Guard come in. Those that were out there causing issues shouldn't have been out there. Exactly, tattoos. Hey, Shelly. Yeah, exactly. Small town Jill. You would use the gun, and the prosecutor said you don't bring a gun to a fist fight, but a majority of the people who were out there protesting had guns. And guys, I could not believe that prosecutor held that AR-15 up in the courtroom and pointed it toward people with his hand on the trigger. If we have learned anything about gun safety, you never put your hand on the trigger unless you're ready to use that weapon because you don't know if it's loaded or not. Now, I'll give it the all likelihood that was an unloaded weapon. But how stupid do you have to be a prosecutor and stand up in the middle of a courtroom and point the gun at people? Come on. I'm like the judge. Where did you get your law license, dude? Where did you get them? See, tattoos, I want to get my CCW. I really do. Yes, Tanel. Yes, the example should be the movie Rust and Alec Baldwin. Look what he is going through. It's just crazy, guys. It's just absolutely, positively crazy. Guys, please don't forget to leave your DNA on the thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I would greatly appreciate it. I'm at 800 subs. I'm 200 subs away and 500 watch hours away from meeting my goal for the year. And I want to meet that goal by December 31st. That's my goal, is to have 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours by December 31st. That's my goal, and it can happen. Exactly, tattoos. And if I'm not mistaken, Kyle told one of the guys that have had a gun, if you point the gun at me, I'm going to shoot you. And the guy pointed the gun at him. What did he expect was going to happen? If you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Sorry, it's just the way the world works. You ask for these things. You refuse refused to go home when the curfew was enacted. You refused to. So you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. And I'm sorry to the families that are hurting over this verdict. But you know what? I'm happy for Kyle's mom. I saw her face when they said not guilty. She was the gentleman beside of her. I don't know who he was, if it was her brother, her significant other, or what. But he was consoling her. That was her baby boy that was potentially facing life in prison for protecting his own life. And guys, we need to pray for Kenosha, Wisconsin, because things are going to get very ugly there in the next few days. I'm so glad. Mo, he's been out on bond. He was in jail in a juvenile facility for a certain amount of time. I forget how long, but some anonymous donors came through and donated the money for his bond. Oh, coffee snob. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry though that I'll be praying for you in your city, in your county. I cannot imagine. And God bless this honest jury. That's exactly right. Guys, do you know that the jury could hear the people outside protesting? Hey, Rita. I'll read it. I'm still waiting on my urine analysis to come back. My urine culture, I should say, to come back. I'm worried about him too, Lorianne. I don't know what's going to happen there. I pray that they can get him safely out of the courthouse and get him somewhere for his protection. Let's pray for his safety. Pray for the safety of the jurors. You know, there was a you're welcome, coffee. Um, you know that there was a member of the press pool from MSNBC trying to follow the jury vehicle yesterday or the day before one as they were taking them out of the courthouse for the day. Kyle is in protective custody. That's what I was thinking, Coffee Snob, but I wanted to make sure before I said that. Guys, I just I pray that Kyle does what he needs to go after the people that defamed him. And I pray that he has a beautiful life. Amanda, do you think I really want your opinion? Y'all put me through enough crap. I'm sorry. I pray that he meets a beautiful young woman and they have a beautiful life together. He is young. He can start his life over. I will be. I'm interested in that one too. No tattoos. You're just fine. You guys are just fine. Tennille, I'm interested in that one too. I am very interested in that one too. I'm interested in to get that verdict as well. And the way I see it, guys, tattoos and Shelly and everyone that addressed that woman, if y'all didn't want to hear me, you wouldn't be here. And I'm thankful for you. I really am. I'm thankful for each and every one of you. Let me go back and see something just real quick. I just want to see. Uh, Give me just a second, guys. Ah, Amanda just created her profile November the 10th. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, thanks for the view, Amanda. Thanks for helping my algorithm. I Tanel, I think that Kyle has a good heart. Thank you, Shelly. I appreciate that. Guys, do you guys mind if I tell you about what I woke up to this morning or what happened to me this morning as well? Yesterday I asked Natasha if it was okay for me to share what she's d- attempting to do to help the less fortunate, from her group. I don't have enough subs to do something like Natasha's attempting. So I wanted to share on my community page about what Natasha's doing. So I woke up, or excuse me, I posted the information, guys. Okay, someone came along and made a post trying to dox me, said that I was lying about having a stroke, named off a few people that I'm actually friends with on my personal Facebook page, named off a couple of churches, and that in 3 days, the truth clips about me participating in Natasha's chat were going to be dropped, and my son's photos. This has all been sent to my attorney, guys. Every bit of it's been sent to my attorneys. Um, they're saying that I lied to my husband about having a stroke. Okay, how would I lie to my husband about a medical condition? We've been married for 26 years. 26 years. My husband paid medical bills regarding my stroke. How would I lie to my husband about it? How? The reason that I ever mentioned my stroke was A, to give someone else who's going through the same thing. Hey, Maxine, to give someone else who's going through the same thing hope that they can come out of whatever that they're facing. Two, so that if I have trouble pronouncing a word or saying the correct word, you would understand. For instance, this morning, my eye was twitching and my vision was kind of blurry in my left eye. And I had trouble texting to Mo. Mo understands, though. Mo knows that I have trouble seeing sometimes. Without my glasses on, I can't even read chat. Before the stroke, I didn't wear glasses. Before the stroke, I didn't even have to wear glasses. And these people think they know what happened to me. They have no idea what I've been through. None. Things were not easy for us. Things were not easy for us after that, guys. Yes, Mo, I remember that. There were Christmases that we couldn't afford to buy our children Christmas presents. And my parents and I love you too, Lorianne, and my in-laws stepped up and bought our kids Christmas presents so that their lives wouldn't be interrupted anymore. I had a pacemaker. I had to have a pacemaker placement in 2019 because my heart rate dropped to 37 and wouldn't come back up. They punctured my lung, putting my pacemaker leads in, and I had to have a chest tube. The day after my chest tube was placed, my son had a terrible car accident in my car, flipped 4 times. And I couldn't even leave to go be with him because I had a chest tube in. My husband had to leave me at the hospital with the nurses to go see about our son. The car was so damaged that they could not even tell what kind of car it was. The highway patrolman called me and said they'd already taken my son to the hospital and wanted to know who was driving the vehicle. And I told him my son was and what hospital they had taken him to. Yes, Renee, all of that at once. I had pacemaker placed on a Wednesday. Excuse me, Wednesday. Yes, Wednesday night, and then no, Thursday. I'm sorry, on Thursday. Then uh, Thursday night, we realized that my lung had been punctured and it was 50% collapsed. And I went down for emergency chest tube placement. Friday morning, I get a phone call from a strange number from the same city that my son was going to school in. He was driving my car to school that week with our permission. And she's my husband answered my cell phone because I was talking to the nurses, and he said, "Oh my God, what highway? I'm on my way." Thank you, Shmuel. He's fine. My son, he was perfectly fine. He was perfectly fine. He was about 60 miles away from the hospital I was in, and my husband went to see about him. People have no idea what I've been through. None. I don't say this for sympathy, but you don't know what anyone's been through. And why on earth would you try to say someone didn't go through something? Do you want to see the scar from my pacemaker placement? Do you want to see the readings that is sent to my cardiologist every 3 months via my cell phone app? Do you want to see the scar where I had to have a portion of my kidney removed from kidney cancer in 2007? Do you want to see that? Would that make you happy? Do you want to see the CT scan result report where it said that I had a stage 5, or excuse me, a scale 5 stroke, CVA? Do you want to see that? Because I have all of those reports. I have it every bit. And all because I'm friends with Natasha, you want to attack me. That tells me more about you than it does about me. Tattoos is terrible. It is absolutely terrible. Guys, they made me relive things that I had put totally out of my mind. Totally out of my mind. When they started talking about my stroke, it brought up my memories of my then 10-year-old son asking me if Jesus was going to take his mommy away from him. Jada, go jump in a creek. I don't even care. Why do I sound like this, Jada? Because I had a stroke. I am speaking as correctly as I possibly can. Would it make y'all happy if I gave up my channel? Is that what y'all want? There's even been people saying that they're going to go after my nursing license. My nursing license, guys. They're trying to go after my nursing license. Which, by the way, I've done everything that I'm supposed to keep my nursing license active. I'm sorry. I promised Mo that I would not cry, and I'm trying my best not to. But this is ridiculous. I've been called a grifter. I've been called every name under the book on other channels. I've been doxxed. And then the channels that I was doxxed on, they were asked to make that live private. So that I couldn't report them for doxing me. I've reported it to YouTube. YouTube says that they do nothing wrong. I've never asked for one single donation, nothing on YouTube. I do this because I enjoy it. It occupies my time. Thank you, Crime Talker. Melanie, I'm sorry. I'm really trying not to. I really am, guys. Today is my dad's 80th birthday. I've been planning him a surprise birthday party for 2 months. His party's tomorrow. Today was supposed to be excitement and getting the final touches ready for his party. Thank you, Mo. I know, sweetheart, I know. Thank you. I will, Robin. So my dad is turning 80. And it's just crazy, guys. Go in real life, there's never an excuse for it. Never. You do not go real life on people. Thank you, Shelly. Thank you, Christy. I'm sorry. Thank you, Shamila. I appreciate that so much. I really do. Thank you, Lorianne. I will do that. Thank you, Shelly. I really do appreciate you guys so much. I know that I'm not the most educated person in true crime. I realize that, but I'm trying to learn. What can you people say? Thank you, Renee. I appreciate that. Thank you, Shelly. But what can you people say? I'm trying to learn. It interests me. I want to do good. I want to do better. I want to help people. I promise you, from 2007 until this year, a third of you people that are talking negative about me, the people who are talking negative about me couldn't have handled a third. Oh, the cat, I'm so sorry that you're taking a break. Please reconsider. Thank you, Rita. But I promise you, a third of the people that that are saying these things, you couldn't have tolerated. You couldn't have done it. You couldn't have handled a third of what I went through. Hey, Kelly. Was this the life that I had envisioned for myself? No, it was not. And I want to say something else too, okay? That was mentioned on another channel that I said I was a registered nurse. I have never said that I was a registered nurse. I said I was a nurse. A nurse. I am an LPN. I was going to school working on my BSN. I've never claimed that I was a registered nurse. Never. Go back and find one time that I said that I was a registered nurse. One time. Never did I say that. Not one time. I didn't. I never have. Because you know why? There's laws against that. You can't claim to be a higher professional than what you really are. And I would never do that anyway. Thank you, Cara D. Robbins, oh yes, that's true. In a lot of facilities. Kelly, exactly right. And guys, what they don't know is, Autumn, I've had a rough 2 to 3 weeks. It's been rough, guys. I'm not going to lie to you. It has been rough. And what they don't know is the University of Tennessee has already accepted me back anytime that I'm ready to register for classes. Because I was an A and B student. I showed up for classes. Hey, Jennifer. Thank you so much for being here. Um, University of Tennessee has already accepted me back whenever I'm ready to come back to class. We already have an outline of what classes are needed to to for me to finish my degree. Will I be able to do it? I don't know. But I'm not giving up. No tattoos, they wouldn't. They sure wouldn't. And guys, when I was going to school, I was working 2 jobs and going to school. Sorry, guys. I was working 2 jobs and going to school because I wanted a better life for my children and my family. I mean, guys, I've got to mute for a second. Okay, I'm still here. Sorry, I had to cough, and I did not want to cough into the microphone. Oh, I'm not going to rush it, Reggie. I'm not going to. But yeah, to have that, to receive that letter, and to be told that my place is being held for me is amazing. Absolutely amazing. But I have to get my 4 specialists to agree that it's okay for me to return to class. But it's time for this real life business to stop. It's time for it to stop. Yes, Jennifer, justice has been served in Kyle Rhittenhouse. Not guilty on all charges. Crime Talker, exactly. Y'all, I just want to tell y'all a little bit about the LPN program. LPN programs are a 1 year program, 5 days a week. Mine was 8 to 2:30. You have lecture, lecture, lecture all day long, test the next day. Lecture, lecture, lecture all day long, test on that material the next day. That was for 3 months. Then after that, you you start clinicals. So clinicals were 3 days a week. So we would lecture 2 days a week. So that made it a little easier studying for the test. But those first 3 months were very difficult, very difficult. My mom cooked all of our meals. She did my laundry. She cleaned my house. I mean, it was terrible. We made flashcards, on index cards for me to study with. My husband would sit up at night and study with me. It was terrible, but God helped me get through it, and I survived it. And yeah, before that, I worked in a factory. I know what it's like to work hard. I know what it's like to work hard. I worked in a factory without an air conditioner in the inside the factory running a machine. Oh, crime talker, yes. You don't have a life when you're in LPN school. Honey, I had to, when I was brushing my teeth and blow drying my hair in the mornings, I had index cards taped to my mirror in the bathroom. So when I'd raise my head up, I could look at my notes. I recorded myself reading my notes so that I could play them in my car on the way back to school to listen to listen before I got to class because I had a 45-minute to an hour drive every day. Factory work is very hard. No one that's ever done it does not understand. Factory work is very, very hard. And my job went to Mexico, is how come I went to nursing school. My job went to Mexico and I got laid off, and I got accepted into a nursing program that was for dislocated workers. Tattoos, I'm telling you, girl, it's terrible. Studying in nursing school is absolutely terrible. I worked in a factory that made generators and alternators. I ran a machine that punched out metal parts. Care D, see what I mean? Yes, you do not have a life. My niece went through the LPN program too, and she was like that. She was like, I didn't have a life through that. The Summer Wells case. I mean, I don't mind answering that one on the Summer Wells case. Honestly, I think Candace has a lot of explaining to do, and uh so does Don. Some one of them two knows where that little girl is. Renee, your daughter's BSing. Uh, All you do is study. It's so worth it, but it is stressful. Grandma too. Because guys, I'm gonna talk to y'all a little bit about that. Let's get off of my crying episode. Sorry I cried, guys. Okay. Let's put ourselves in their situation, okay? Now, I can because my in laws lived out of town while my children were growing up. Had my in laws been in town and one of our boys came up missing, they would not have left the next day to go home. I can promise you that. That made me side eye Grandis. What grandmother gets in her vehicle and heads back to Wisconsin or wherever she's from the day after her granddaughter goes missing? I mean, who does that? Who leaves town the day after your granddaughter is reported missing. Something about the timeline is definitely off. Definitely. Sorry guys, I'm looking for my medicine. I've got a cold sore on my nose. I'm trying to put some medicine on it. Yes, something about that case is not right at all. Oh, and I'm so happy that Noah Claire and Amber Claire were found. And my original community post said that they were found 20 miles from the Mexican border. I was wrong on that. But they were found in California, and I'm assuming that their families are on their way to get them right now. I think she was drunk too, Jennifer. I really do. And um Candace saying that Summer asked for a piece of candy. I wonder if the child got a piece of candy or a piece of something else that she wasn't supposed to, and no one should really have access to, if you know what I mean. In my opinion, allegedly, all those things to cover myself, you know what I mean? But Candace is not I can tell that Candace is not the type of mother who's going to walk her child to a door or watch her child walk to a door to go inside. Exactly, Mo. Exactly. And why this family thinks it's funny to make a joke and to keep making up lies and making a circus out of their 5-year-old daughter being missing is beyond me. I mean, I don't understand it. Your child is missing. There are thousands of people trying to help you find your child. Why are you making a mockery out of it? Why? Yeah, they didn't even know her birthday, guys. No, they're not going to walk her anywhere. They didn't even know the child's birthday. They didn't know the brothers' birthdays. And I don't know if y'all saw it, but Molly Golightly had them on panel, had Dawn on panel. And they literally got into a disagreement and sounded like they were hitting each other during the live. I'm like, come on. Your daughter is missing. Take this off of you and put the focus on your missing child. Summer Moon, Utah Wells is the most important part of this case. Where is Summer Wells? And I'm going to tell you something else. If they think, if Don and Candace think that the state of Tennessee will not try someone for murder without a body, they need to look at Joseph Baby Joe Clyde Daniels case. His dad was found guilty of murder. And baby Joe, 5 years old, missing out of Dixon County. They've never found his body. But guess what? His dad was sentenced in September after being found guilty of murdering that child. Christine, my chat is safe. Why? Absolutely no bullying allowed in here. I just ask that everyone be respectful, but yes, I do too, Cara D. Robin, so you know, The state of Tennessee does not play. They do not play, guys. Oh, thank you, Brock. I appreciate that. This is a safe place. Everybody's opinions are welcome as long as you're respectful. And I do ask that, try to refrain from. I will say this, the words that I do not tolerate at all are MF and GD. That those words are not tolerated. Yes, Lorianne, I did too. Why would you shave a little girl's head like that? We know as women, our hair is part of our identity. You want to, especially little girls, they want to put ponytails. They want to have, they want to have bows and things in their hair. Why would you shave your daughter's head? Unless you were afraid that drugs were going to, come up in any hair samples that were found. You know, why would you do that? Why? For those of you that don't know about, exactly, Lorianne, exactly. For those of you that don't know about baby Joe Clyde Daniels, 5 years old, went missing out of Dixon County in 2018, in April 2018, and his dad was found guilty in a trial this year, and he was sentenced, and he will be 82 years old before he's ever eligible for parole. And baby Joe Clyde Daniels' body has never been found. So, Don and Candace, if you're thinking that because Summer Moon Utah Wells' body hasn't been found, that you won't be tried for anything, I would think twice. Brock, Brian Enton interviewed the sheriff this week, and no one has been excluded as a possible person of interest. So I don't know that they passed a lie detector test. Annie B, she went missing July the 15th, so school was already out. Yeah. Brian Enton interviewed Sheriff Lawson this week, and Sheriff Lawson said that no one has been excluded as a person of interest in this case. And I want to say a couple words to uh, to Candace. Candace, I watched you on Dr. Phil. You look very sad to me. You look like a woman who's holding something in and you're scared to tell it. Sweetheart, that's never going to get any better. Never. If you know something about what happened to your daughter, you need to tell it. Jennifer, yes, the other children got placed in foster care. But Candace, you need to come forward and you need to tell it. Whatever it is. Whatever. Oh, okay, Autumn. Yes. Christina, I don't jump on people. And guys, that's something else. I'm glad you brought that up, Christine. Okay. I want people to understand just because someone is on a panel does not necessarily mean that they agree with everything that's being said on the panel. I was up there to talk about the positive thing that Natasha's doing and trying to help people with Christmas to get Christmas gifts. That was why I was there. That does not mean that I condone everything that was said or done on panel. That's true for any panel that anyone goes on. You're not responsible for everything that's said or done on panel. You're not. Thank you guys for leaving your DNA. I appreciate that. I promise not to, plant your DNA elsewhere. I'm joking, guys. I'm joking. Hey, Samantha. I don't know why I didn't send out notifications because I scheduled it. Guys, I'm thinking about something. I'm thinking about looking for a an app where you can sign up if you want notifications, and I can enter like I'm about to go live and send out notifications that way. Would you guys be interested in that if I could find something where you could just sign up and say, yes, I want notifications? I know there are apps for that. I don't mind researching and finding something. Yes, guys, I would love for y'all to help me get pushed over 1,000 subs. That would make my Christmas. Okay, I'll look for something. I will look for something and try to this weekend and have something next week, guys, on the Case Cares channel. Um, and I'm going to drop it in the link because I've been able to give it uh, a private, excuse me, a personalized URL. Okay, Jennifer, ask your question, sweetheart. Oops, let me redo that. Ask your question. Yeah, that's what I'm wanting tattoos is something like that. Guys, this is my devotion channel, Case Cares. Next week, we're going to get back to doing devotions. I'm sorry, Christine, that you are, but you will not be treated like that here. Everyone is welcome here as long as you're respectful. Yes, Jennifer, I'm very scared that there are going to be riots in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Yes, ma'am. And we need to pray for them. And guys, people laugh at me when I say pray, but I'm honest when I say that. I pray for you. Hey, Sage News, I pray for things. I pray for people on YouTube. I pray for my friends on YouTube. I pray for the negativity on YouTube. I believe in the power of prayer. Mo and I pray for each other when we're battling something health wise. Sage News, thank you so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. I do. I pray for things. Um, but yes, Robin Zoe, if y'all could help me get pushed over to 1,000 subs, I would greatly appreciate it. I really would. Um, it's hard. It's very hard. 200 subs away and 500 watch hours away from my goal. And I know it can happen. Exactly, Robin. So praying is the most powerful thing we have. When I know like Natasha Moe or whoever's having a hard time, I send them a quick text. I'm praying for you. Um, if anyone has ideas on things that I can do to help push myself over that 1,000 mark, I would greatly appreciate it. Um, and I do plan to get back. Oh, Christy, I talk to Jesus all day long throughout the day. I do. I talk to him all day long. And the thing about prayer, guys, you don't have to sit down in your living room and pray or be at church and pray. I have literally sat at a red light with my eyes wide open and prayed while I was waiting on the light to turn green. You can pray anywhere at all. And I plan to get back to regular lives on this channel too. Yes, prayer. Mo and I are convinced that prayer changed a situation for Mo yesterday that prevented her from needing surgery. And did we celebrate last night. Exactly, Jennifer. God is everywhere. Christy, this morning, I literally prayed while I was in the shower. I did. Oh, Mo, thank you. It's going to be okay. Everything is going to be just fine. But if anyone has any ideas, any suggestions, if you can share my platform anywhere, that might help me get past that 1,000 mark, I would greatly appreciate it. Um, and pray for the negative people. Because they need prayer too. They need prayer. See, Reggie, that's good. Reggie, I invite you to join our Case Cares. The thing about our Case Cares channel, you don't have to be a Christian. You don't have to be a practicing Christian. You don't have to be attending church regularly. We do it just to encourage others on Case Cares. And it's the 100% drama free zone. 100% drama free. No drama allowed over there. None. We don't push Christianity on anyone. We do talk about the Bible sometimes, but I don't push Christianity on anyone. Exactly, Robinzo. You don't have to be a Christian to pray. God knows your heart. Thank you, Lorianne. I appreciate that. I really do. I love hearing others say how that they feel safe over there and that they feel peaceful over there. I really do. Um, the last few weeks, guys, have kind of taken a punch with it, but it's things are changing. We're getting back to what we need to do. I probably, but Christine, honey, I just want to say this, Christine, okay? Just because the prayer wasn't answered in the way that you wanted it to, doesn't mean the prayer wasn't answered. Maybe that was God's way of telling you that that's not what He has in store for you. If that makes sense, I hope that makes sense. Sometimes God's no's are in the form of not answering the prayer. Everything happens in God's timing. Everything does. Exactly. Every God, the prayers are answered in God's timing. And Christine, also, another thing that I tell, people that I'm friends with and things, pray for God's will. Don't pray, telling God how you want Him to answer things. Pray for God's will in your life, how He will handle this situation for you. Things totally change. There have been times that I've prayed and prayed and prayed, and I thought, God's not answering my prayer. God's not answering my prayer. When in fact, He was answering my prayer. It just wasn't what I had envisioned would happen in my life. Jennifer, if you would like to email me, here's my email, Jennifer. If you'd like to email me and you want to talk, I'm willing to talk to you, Jennifer. I'm willing to listen. I will be a friend. I'm like Mo, I will say a specific prayer for you tonight. Hey guys, um, I'm looking on the news. Does anyone know why they're taking someone away in an ambulance? Jennifer, that sometimes, honey, that's all we can do is just pray. There's someone being taken away. You're welcome, Jennifer. You're so welcome. Guys, there's someone being taken away by ambulance at the courthouse at Kenosha, Wisconsin. But it's not Kyle because the spokesman for the family said that Kyle's already been removed from the courthouse. Yeah. Jennifer, you can email me anytime. Wait a minute. Also, wait just a second. Let me get something real quick. Okay, guys, just a second. Let me get a. Okay, Jennifer. Jennifer, that's my phone number. It's a special phone number that I have set up, guys. Nobody panic, okay? A special phone number that I have set up just for my channel, okay? Jennifer, you can text me, call me right there too, okay? You're not alone. You're not. We're here for you and we're here with you. Okay. Hey, Capri. You're welcome, Jennifer. You are so welcome. You text, call me anytime that you want to, okay? If you do text me, just make sure that you put in there that you're Jennifer, okay? Just so that I'll know who you are. But or if you email me and your name is not in your email address, please just let me know that it's you, okay? Same for anyone. Um, Guys, I appreciate you all so much. Even the person that got a little sideways and hit the thumbs down button. Thank you. But I do appreciate you all so much. Today has just been a day. And guys, I encourage you, if you have any extra, if you have any extra funds, God's been extra good, generous to you this year, anything like that, that you can help with Natasha's with Natasha's angel virtual angel tree, please do so. Please, my chat, my platform is not large enough for us to even attempt anything. So that's why I'm supporting hers. Please support hers. Please. Yes, there we go. Thank you so much. I'm going to pin that because uh, if you feel led, and guys, it don't even, it could be $5, it could be $10, whatever. You could do, hey, Dana Marie, you could do just the smallest amount that you have. And think about this. If five people do, excuse me, if 10 people do $5 a piece, that's $50. That's one gift potentially for somebody. Hey, Kathy. So don't think, oh, I only have $5 or I only have $10. Don't think of it like that. Give what you have, but don't give to where it's going to put yourself in a bind. But give what you have. And Robinzo, you're doing amazing. You've got this, girl. You have got this. I don't know what you were worried about. Guys, today's Robinzo's first day being a mod. But give what you have. Give any amount that you have. And let's help these people have a better Christmas. We can do it. I know we can. You're welcome, Robinzo. Capri makes me so happy when I see you in here. I do enjoy everyone being in here. I really do. All right, guys. I think I'm going to wrap this one up. Thank you all so much for being here. Please consider sharing. Please consider I'm happy when I get to see you too, Capri. Autumn, see, you don't have to adopt the entire family, but you can donate, and every little bit helps. Every little bit helps. And thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for supporting my channel just by being here. I appreciate you all so much. No, 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 no. It's okay, Capri. I understand you're at work and everything. I understand, girl. I understand. Yes, it's gonna be a good day. I've got some things to finish getting ready for my dad's birthday party, and everything's gonna be just fine. Thank you all so much for being here. If you have any ideas, questions, concerns, email me, text me, whatever that you're comfortable with, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks, everybody. Y'all have a great day.